Hey, okay, I'm sitting here with Ms. Kim Fields and Erika Alexander. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
First of all, I want to say that that panel was great. The conversation was great. All the advice that you gave was much needed and necessary.
Thank you.
So it's 2018. It's been 25 years since living single. For anyone who doesn't know that you all are a force to be reckoned with, can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing since then?
Oh my goodness. Over 25 years?
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
what you doing lately?
Okay.
Lately.
Well, I have a development deal with Lifetime, and so we're doing a movie that will be in production end of the year, top of next year.
Okay.
Very edgy drama. Hopefully, I can bring some of the badassness that this one has instilled in me over the decades into my character.
Please.
And my autobiography, Blessed Life, is available now, and so I'm doing a book tour for that as well.
So other than Color Farm Media, which is amazing, what have you been up to lately?
Well, first of all, I'm glad she mentioned her autobiography because I meant to up there, so I'm kind of pissed. So it's good it's mentioned here, and everyone should go get it. She's
Because she's in it.
Yeah, I am. Anyway,
Go ahead. What have you been doing?
what have I been doing? This. Keep it colorful. Going around trying to tell creators of colors that we're looking for you, that your voice is needed, but you have to get ready. One of the first things that Kim said that was so on point, and she just took it, that people were not ready. They don't know the formats. They don't know how high up is. Filmmaking is a collaborative effort that has a blueprint in it. It's a singular effort from a writer that eventually goes out to everybody. But if you can't translate or communicate your ideas, then you can forget it. If you've never seen a script or you don't read, then you don't have good ideas and you don't know the format. And so we are trying to get education out to people to tell them this is your time, but you have to be ready for it. And she was really good at telling and really, I think, inspiring people to know that that's the expectation.
Okay. Well, you both have been storytellers for a very long time in multiple different facets. So what are you all most looking forward to now in 2018 with all of the emerging storytellers of color?
As an actor, I'm looking forward to portraying just, a delicious collection of characters, and just adding that to my roster, so to speak, because there are so many fantastic storytellers out there. So it goes without saying that they have great characters that will need life breathed into them. As a producer, as a director, I'm really looking forward to the scripts that are coming forward from this effort in particular, but just across the board, with the internet and everything that has offered and technology, just creating so many different areas of distribution for content right now. It's a great time to be in our industry.
Mm-hmm. What were you looking forward to, ma'am?
What am I looking forward to?
Yes.
The future.
Okay.
Always the future. I'm a
Absolutely.
futurist, and I also believe that, and Kim said this, you have to learn from the past. You have to know where you've been and come from, and maybe it was, I don't know, Avery said, I have no idea. But at this point, we're in a space where I think people know that if you do good storytelling, and if you're good at it, you can change the narrative not only of your community but of the world. And I believe that some of the rise of what we're seeing now in politics, because we did not own the narrative, the black narrative, or the people of color and immigrants being seen as aliens. And we allowed other people to structure it the way they wanted to. So after a while, it infused inside of people's ideology and political choices. And the next thing you know, we're in trouble. But artists change the world.
That's right.
The real hearts and minds, the bomb you want to blow off, are in their hearts and their minds. And that's what rock and roll did. That's what jazz did. That's what the blues did. And the people who created those things were African Americans. But if we don't have a bridge to go into the mainstream, then we have to be the mainstream to the street. And that's what I'm about, is trying to gain more parity. And so filmmakers understand that, yes, you have to work hard, and there is a certain skill set you have to have, but you're capable of it and you're necessary.
Yes.
Absolutely. Just one more question. So, you all are very empowering women, and this rally is very empowering. But, as long as you've been in the game, it's still never too late to learn. So I just want to know who empowers you to keep learning and do better. Like, who are you looking at right now?
This is not blowing smoke. This is not because we're here, but I look at her. I have since, shut up. I have since day one. in my book, chapter 11, I talk about how I was looking at her like, wow, she is so comfortable in her skin. She is about it. She is, the term badass wasn't the term that it is now, but it was goals for me, and it still is. Who she is as an activist helped remind me, oh yeah, I'm an activist. Her style of acting and storytelling is so just unique, that it reminds me, hey, when you're meeting with a producer or a director and you're doing the scene, don't sound like everybody's going to sound. Find your own thing. That's what she does, but she just does it naturally.
Of course.
So, but she's somebody that I definitely have looked to and get empowered. Some of what I call my creative compasses, Maxwell, Erika Badu, are two really good friends of mine that help me creatively, that help, empower me and encourage me, and they'll say, listen, go ahead, yes, do that, that's cool, that sort of thing. I'm not just all about girl power. I'm not all about black power. I'm all about the power of humanity. And so being able to, find my voice in that while I'm listening to other voices and not just seeking out the ones that look like me. That's dumb because I'm me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need some other voices to help really mold and shape and motivate.
Well, thank you. You guys are amazing. It's so beautiful to see.
Wait a minute. I want to hear her
okay.
answer.
Oh,
Who are
well,
you
listen, let me
looking
tell
to?
you
Yes.
something. I've had the great pleasure in my short life to work with some of the most amazing people, and especially the women. So I could just knock off with you CCH Pounder, Lorraine Toussaint, Cicely Tyson, Gloria Foster. But before all of those,
You brought out Gloria
it was
Foster.
her. And I told her when I met her, and this is not blowing smoke, because you can tell the truth, is that I wanted to be her. I wanted to be Kim Fields as Tootie, who I said. I even cut if you see my first headshot, it was cut into a mushroom because of her.
That's what
My
she said.
first headshot was in a mushroom. And if you want to talk about somebody who was, she was like light to me. You know what I mean? Not just the way they wrote the character, which was kind of sassy, and I know you hate that word, but sassy and spunky and all that. But she was a tomboy, and she was curious, and she seemed so independent-minded. To actually meet the woman, who was, we were young, very young then, and see how dedicated she was. I mean, she kind of frightened me. I mean, to this day, I don't really know what to do with Kim Fields. I don't, because I really just sort of, I marvel at a person who has survived this long. There are not that many. They don't freaking exist. She's a unicorn. And so it's a mutual love story, and I know it when I see it, when I say that Gloria Foster and CCH Pounder are those types. This is a pioneer. And I'm grateful to know her, and I do tear up because I really do adore her, and she's easy to love and very, very hard to hug because she's all over the place, and she's built I feel appropriate barriers around her to make sure that she's protected because she's vulnerable. How long she's been an artist, how much she's had to endure in ways that people can't even fathom. They don't even know that type of stardom. Michael Jackson does, Janet Jackson. To work this long and be this grounded and also be able to discuss it, be able to transfer that talent into directing and filmmaking and producing and to talk to people. That's amazing. Her whole life has been out front. She is the Shirley Temple. Before Raven and all those, it's her. So God bless her.
Wow, it's so beautiful to see your all's friendship in real life. This is great. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you sitting down with us.